Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever thought to yourselves there's not enough Bomberman content on this channel?
Now you will learn why.
What do you think of this?
Well, we're going to be rectifying that starting today because welcome to my playthrough of Bomberman 64 for the Nintendo 64. Probably one of the most nostalgic experiences I've ever had with the series, and it's way back in the era of the 90s. Even though I technically didn't start playing until like the early 2000s when... I mean, honestly, it's a funny story. Like, my first Bomberman game was Bomberman Hero. Again, not a really good game to start off on.
Right.
Then I got to play Bomberman 64, The Second Attack. And I was like, wait, Second Attack? You mean there was a Bomberman 64 before that?
You mean there was a first attack?
And then I went to Funkoland one day, saw the game pack for the original, bought it, and played the ever-living heck out of it. So, welcome aboard to Baku Bomberman, or Bomberman 64 as we know it here in the West.
Yahoo!
See,
And
Bomberman's very first major foray into the 3D platforming space, though it's, let's use that word very loosely, because technically speaking, it's a 3D action platformer adventure sort of game where you can't jump. At least not convention, like, you know, typical platform conventions concerned.
oh, so it's Frogger.
Not even. Again, let's take the traditional rules of a Bomberman game, put them in a 3D sort of a play space, and then just the only means you have of actually jumping is through bouncing on all the bombs you lay down. But that's something we can get into later. So here's the plot of Bomberman 64. There's this evil masked trio who's been going all across the galaxy, and with the power of this random relic called the Omni Cube that they come into possession of, they started sapping the life force out of all these planets and adding it to their collection.
I was going to call it the Gimme Cube, but...
What a gang of rabble-rousers.
And their floating drone thing, and some other
And there's
guy.
a fourth member. Oh,
Yeah, no, they call them the masked trio, even though that only refers to, like, the subordinates you see on the bottom there, being led by Altair there on top.
Altair.
Unfortunately, their next prime target for planet suction is our very home, Planet Bomber.
It's our very head.
oh, I wonder who lives there.
That's
There's a
that's gotta
very...
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that's very egotistical of him to have his face on the entire Devil Damn planet.
Also, who's to say...
I would never do such a thing.
Listen, the planet was built that way. The Bombermen have no say on that matter.
They have very little landmass on this planet. Unless the ground happens to be blue.
Well, they've arrived, and Bomberman is quite confused by his new visitors. They are not visitors, they are invaders.
Oh, it's Bomberman Planet Robobot.
Invaders, possibly from... Oh god, there are others?
Flee! Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
Ooh.
From the makers of Mario Party. Mario Party 2.
Run, Bomber!
And Mario Party 3.
I did love the detail of him skidding across the floor at first, but, no, that's bad. That's very bad.
That is incredibly bad, and, well, let's just say, we're gonna need more help than just our typical bombs to save the day, as this random, this winged, guy named Sirius has, flown in to, well, he's encouraging us to go take him down.
It's pronounced Sirius.
Says who?
They destroyed by 4 anchors.
Sirius XM.
And there we go. So we want to stay while
It's
they're
based
here.
on the star.
I mean, I see what you're saying. Like, see, I get you. Like the like the constellation or whatever. But anyway, so problem.
Pronounced?
So in any case, problem is that we want to lay siege to their main base, but it's protected by the not little planet anchors that are currently tied to it.
Yep, Green Garden, Blue Resort, Red Mountain, and White Glacier. And the best part is you actually have the option to choose any... You can choose any of them in any order you really want to. But the game sort of nudges you to do the Green Garden first, because that's where the tutorial is, basically.
Okay.
Red Mountain.
Well, here we go. Target time.
So,
Whoa.
I'm here to help, just like I promised. First, I need to teach you some basic moves.
pick up bomb.
Okay.
You move around like this, and then you run to like the wind, like this.
Lay it on me.
Keep in mind that you should walk when you're in closed-in, dangerous areas, but feel free to run in open, safe areas. You can press this button to do your namesake, drop bombs, and as soon as they go boom, run away, or else you'll get burned. You can break pots and blocks by destroying them with a boom! And items may appear from destroyed objects, so blow up as many objects as you can. And the best part is, when you find a suspicious area, set a bomb there or stand on top of it. It could be a special switch.
Oh.
There's a large red gem in this ruin, which is protected by a magical barrier. Step on the 4 switches to release the barrier. That's it for now. You can talk to me by pressing the B button. My name is Sirius. Got it?
I will remember that name.
Everybody got
Fairly
that?
well. Everybody got that at home? But, okay, so right off the bat, looks like your standard Bomberman affair. We just got ourselves a fire power-up, which, for the namesake of being in 3D and to not completely, own the player in the first moment, it looks like the bombs have a different trajectory than they used to.
Yep, as opposed to the typical cross shape that that explosions will leave in a maze. Now they're all very circular, which I honestly think is probably the best thing you can do in a 3D space, and I'm kind of bummed that the sequel kind of nixes that. But that's something we can get into later when Mecha here does that game for us. Hey, Mecha.
Hello.
Hiya.
Yeah, he speaks.
Also, one other thing that the original game does compared to the classics, which I think is very appreciated, is that normally in the original games, you would have to collect items in order to pick up bombs or kick them.
Yes.
Here you get those abilities right from the get-go.
Yay!
Audio.
And they're absolutely necessary to clear some of this game's more devious challenges.
So, I will quickly, I guess, start this off by saying, was this the first time Bomberman ever had such lore tossed right into the mix?
They've dabbled into lore building here and there, but for the most part, it's been pretty inconsistent.
Fair.
Like, I want to say it wasn't until like the mid to late 90s where they were really starting to establish what Bomberman's world is like. And honestly, it's funny too, because this and Bomberman's Fourth Second Attack have their own lore that, for lack of a better word, is bug nuts.
Fair. I mean, it gets into like elemental Final Fantasy kind of like, areas there, but
Borderline biblical atrocities.
oh, not where I expected it to go. Okay, so how about this? Other question then to get out of the way. Similar with the usual Bomberman, are we one-hit kill?
Hi, Sirius. Bye, Sirius.
Hi, Sirius. I remembered your name. But yeah, are we one-hit kill?
Yes.
Oh dear.
Unless you're able to get a heart.
Okay, be mindful.
Also, I will definitely say right now, since we may as well get into the nitty-gritty of this right now, I've been wanting to do this game for the longest time. Although, one particular aspect of it daunted me for the longest time, and that is, this game's story doesn't properly conclude unless you collect a certain amount of very important MacGuffins.
Ah, those kind of games.
And what are these Egg McMuffins you speak of?
Mecha, would you care to explain what those are?
The gold cards.
There are... Hey, go ahead.
No, you good.
No, you go ahead, I insist.
All I was just going to contribute to that is we don't even know what the point of them are.
Yeah, the game never really properly justifies the existence of the gold cards or how it, progresses the plot. But basically, every stage in this game has about 5 of them. It was around...
Yeah, it's 5.
Yeah, there's 5 of them you need to get in every stage. And, the method of getting them varies. 3 of them you find all across the actual maps themselves, whereas 2 of them are acquired by more conventional means, where, like, the first extra one you get is by destroying 30 enemies, and so far we've only cleared and taken out 6. The other one you will get is from beating the level in its target time, which, as you can no doubt see, we've already failed. But that's okay, because I'm not going to worry too much about the time trial gold cards yet. That's honestly something I'll mostly take care of off screen.
Do you need to get every card in a solid run, or can you like take a break, focus on beating enemies, and then do a speed run to get that last card later?
The levels you can get in any order. Bosses, you need to get them in one shot.
There.
And I want to say, when it comes to the levels, you do technically need to get the initial 3 all at once. I could be wrong on that, but I think you need to get the initial 3 all at once. The enemy and speedrunning cards you can get on their own. You don't have to even worry too much about that.
Fair enough. Boop.
See, you say you don't know why you need to collect the gold cards. I was going to suggest that you need to collect them in order to get Glottis access to the VIP room.
I forgot one of the beams in the other side. Be right back.
Hang on.
Alright, what? Oh, what's up?
It was near the head of the river.
Oh.
Wait, was it?
Yeah, it's under one of the bridges. You just got to go back through the mouth.
Okay.
How did I forget that one in particular? Hey, Sirius.
Hi, Sirius.
I mean, you know what? I'll go and talk to him real quick. I've mostly been ignoring him for the longest time, just because he's the one that gives out new tutorials. But unfortunately, this tutorial also comes with a very nasty noob trap.
And what's that?
He's going to... Right now, he's telling us about another very important feature about the game, pumped up bombs. Whenever you pick up a bomb, you can rapidly press the A button in order to pump it up and make it really big and cause a very big explosion.
Oh, so basically blowing up the bomb without blowing it up.
Yep, and actually, he talks about it right here, as a matter of fact. Basically, when you pump up a bomb, you can make it cause a big explosion, and those explosions can cause more damage than your regular explosions, as well as the very elusive hyper bomb, which is red as opposed to the blue ones we currently carry. Now, he, like a dick, he actually incentivizes you to blow up the pillars to this bridge.
Yep.
But won't that then block us out from reaching something elsewhere?
Yep, it pretty much destroys the entire bridge. You can't get over that. You can't go that way.
Well, that's a dick move, Sirius.
Are we
Right.
really sure he's a good guy?
I was going to say, it's a dick move Hudson in general.
Yeah, no, like, let's just say in general, Bomberman 64, I have a lot of nostalgic bias for this game. I still think, as far as like a base run is concerned, it's still easily one of the best on the N64. But much like, say,
Crash 4.
Crash Bandicoot 4 or Yoshi's Island, its method for 100% completion is utter horseshit.
Yeah.
Dang.
At least to some degree. Like, I'd definitely say most of the gold cards aren't too bad, but I'll just say this outright. Also, there's the freaking,
Hooray!
You were right, that guy. How did I miss that one? But, what was I gonna say?
About the route to completion, how, like, as a base run, it's still pretty fun.
Ironically, one of the harder levels to get all the gold cards on is this very level right here.
The very first level?
Well, I mean, because right away, like, you do have access to leave this level, but...
You have access to leave this level, and again, like, Sirius is giving you your tutorial, which in some ways does involve some, you know... It does, involve some collateral damage, which can, screw you out of some of those gold cards, or some of the other extras you can acquire, like cosmetics.
Cosmetics?
Yep.
Yeah. Also, another key thing about Bomberman 64, which I'm not going to give Sirius the pleasure of tutorializing me over, because that would require me to destroy the bridge before he flies off.
The heck?
Bomb jumping.
Let's talk about bomb jumping, if you would. Bomb jumping, because Bomberman can't jump normally, there are certain platforms he can't reach normally. He's going to have to bounce off... He's going to have to require, popping off of bombs, like I just did. And the only way you're going to be able to do that safely is if you were able to acquire the remote bomb, like that one, like I did earlier.
He never learned how to take off the iron boots, did he?
Nope, not really.
Well, to be fair, he's a robot. He's always iron.
That is true. So...
Is he a robot?
That's honestly one of those age-old questions I don't know if we should be talking about. Like, I know, like, the current canon with Super Bomberman R is that, like, the current era of Bomberman...
No, he's always been a robot.
Always and forever been a robot?
Yeah, they even referred to it in the Bomberman Jetters anime.
Huh.
Oh.
Interesting.
Then does that mean all the people on Planet Bomberman are robots?
Yep.
What?
But then who are the real Bombermen?
Yeah, who created the Bombermen?
We may never know.
It's again, wildly inconsistent. Like, I think nowadays the idea, or at least way back in the mid-2000s when they were trying to establish a lore, it might be like there's this character in later games named Professor Ein, who could be allegedly the creator of the Bombermen, but that in and of itself is never really brought up.
Are you holding
James,
a direction?
I think the ones closest to the walls should be supercharged.
There he goes.
Yeah, you have to hold it, but... James, what sweet hell was that?
That right there was a bomb jump puzzle. Granted, the game doesn't have an awful lot of them, but this level and the secret level of the secret world of this game do require you to bomb jump in order to even reach certain platforms, assuming you want those gold cards that badly.
It's just like... Because I'm looking at it like... First of all, like... Oh god, I don't like the look of this.
This is the very first level in the game.
Don't worry, we're not gonna have to jump all over all that.
But like... I'll say, like, what I'm looking at here, like, this... As far as, like mechanics are going, Jesus, like, game developers, like, this... First of all, this looks more like an exploit, like, than it would... And this is level 1.
Yeah, this whole mechanic feels like something that wasn't necessarily intended, except that the level design demands it.
And for that reason alone, Iki, is why later Bomberman games, at the very least starting with Bomberman Generation, nixed the whole mechanic entirely.
Some degree.
Yeah, I mean, I know Second Attack sort of brings it back, but I think that's purely just for the cosmetics.
Well, I was also saying that Generations also has some puzzles that requires a bomb jump.
Not really. They treat it differently, but that's something we can get into later. Anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and say fucking and cheese it the way everyone else does nowadays.
What are you doing?
You'll see. Okay, I had the right idea. Wrong method.
Might want to reset.
Actually, yeah, let me try that again. I know what I'm doing, I promise.
Watch out
And
for
that
that
bird
bird.
right there is giving me the jitters.
What happens if you... What happened... So what are you supposed to do for a level that you haven't found the remote bombs in yet?
Actually, better safe than sorry.
Thank you.
Also, what was that?
What are you supposed to do in a level that... What are you supposed to do in a level that you haven't unlocked the remote bomb in? Like, you can't do any... Ow! You just can't do any of these puzzles yet?
No, because remember, bombs aren't timed fuses unless you get the remote bomb. Otherwise, that's just instant death.
But I see what you're trying to do here.
Yeah, remote bombs are literally Bomberman's best friends.
There you go. And...
There you go.
done.
That's how everyone does it nowadays. What the? Oh, hello.
Hi, Totem.
I forgot you were in the way. Get away. So yeah, now you know the process of why this whole mechanic is kind of
Iffy.
jank. But hey, look at it this way. In the process, I was able to get a hyper bomb.
Hyper.
Oh, yes.
Red bombs that they have 3 times the power of even the pumped up bomb. So like, say if you just lay one, random like small one, that's enough to wallop most enemies in one hit.
You would think that.
But can I get even more?
Yeah, there are some that still take there's some that still take a little bit of punishment, but all the same. Anyway, now that I got the red bomb, now it's time to really do some damage on this level.
I can't believe this is only the first level of the game and it's already getting this complex with its puzzles.
Again, let me put it to you this way, Iki. Later levels, at least for the base game, don't get nearly as complex as this. Like, this is purely just one of those... How should I put it? It's like... It's a very deceptive first level. And it's honestly partially the reason why I was so hesitant on doing this game at first, because I thought the whole game was going to be like this. But thankfully, no. You
know what it kind of reminds me of in retrospect?
What's that?
The fucking wave dash technique in Celeste.
It really does feel enough like that. Also, hello, look! A card! And it's all
and
mine.
You can't really collect it. Okay, now you can.
Yeah.
I was worried for a second, it's like you have to carry it to the goal, but no.
Yeah, when you press the B button, you can literally pick stuff up, whether it be bombs, even stunned enemies.
Oh,
nice.
Alright.
Or just random items like this here gem here, which, if you collect 50 of those, you get an extra continue. Although continues in this game, I'm just going to be completely honest, are worthless. So only do it if you really want to be, if you're really that big of a kleptomaniac.
Alright.
I mean, don't you like collecting things in video games?
We do need at least 30 kills, and I don't know how many we're up to yet.
25. 25.
Little.
Anyway, looks like you're going to get a cosmetic here.
Oh?
Assuming I'm careful.
Oh!
Oh.
A Pokeball?
Yes.
Inside those little gachapon balls are cosmetics that you can apply to Bomberman, which for the game's multiplayer mode.
Oh, so it's not for the main game, it's just for multiplayer?
Yep. And unfortunately, if you were one of those poor schmucks that got this game on the Wii U Virtual Console, probably feel cheated.
Why?
Oh, yeah.
Couldn't make use of it.
Yeah, because the Virtual Console didn't do much for multiplayer.
Oh.
Let me put it this way: the game's the game has this whole custom. Oh, I got an extra continue. Sweet. This game has a whole custom Bomberman mode, which lets you dress up Bomberman in all sorts of cute little attire. Like you start off with a night set, and you can acquire other stuff like a cat suit, or like a whole tokusatsu sort of attire.
Oh, okay.
Aw, cute.
Oh, yeah, the kabuki attire.
Yes, and the kabuki attire. But careful. Gotcha.
So I assume it is possible to accidentally blow up these items that you're after?
No, not so much the items, not so much. It's more so like the environment around you. Like, one wrong step can make you do something as stupid as, say, dropping your bombs on those pillars and breaking down the whole bridge. Which, now that I think about it, I don't really need the bridge anymore, so...
Let's do that.
Yeah, we can at least get Sirius away.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there's your 30th enemy killed.
Can we
Nice.
blow up Sirius?
It's time that Sirius earns his paycheck.
Can we blow him up?
Yep.
No, well,
No.
more on that later, Iki.
I knew it.
And we're screwed.
Goodbye.
See you, loser.
Oh,
Well, he does have one more tutorial, but you've already done it.
Oh.
Yeah, the other tutorial that he would tell you about is about the bomb jump. Which, again, if you're gonna go for all the cards right then and there...
Oh, you never knew about the bomb
uh,
kick tutorial?
Oh, we already
What?
got that earlier. Yeah, we got that earlier. That was the one that when he was in the center of those where that enemy was over there. That's when he told us about kicking bombs.
Did you know you can push R to stop the bomb?
Yeah, I know that.
Making sure.
But we're just going for wanton destruction. Is there a limit to how many fire or AOE enhancers and bomb power-ups we can get?
I don't remember the exact estimate. I want to say roughly around 9 or 10.
Okay.
Is there an official stat spread?
Oh, whoa!
Well, there goes a heart.
Jeez. That would have killed me if I didn't have that heart.
Oh my lord! Oh,
I'm, just trying
glad
to
we get
remember
a
where
new
that,
one.
I'm just trying to remember where that last card is.
I'll get a list ready.
I think you have to go back to... No, wait. Hang on. Oh, no.
Pulling up just in case. Don't worry.
Remember the
Whoa.
bridges in the back of the second area?
Yeah.
You gotta traverse those, and then you gotta find the floating block at the end of the pathway.
Right. Man, I completely forgot about that. It was right over here, yeah. That's right. God, how did I forget about this?
Careful.
Also, there's Sirius over there who will congratulate us on the job well done, and, the age will, proceed onward and kick the bad guy's butt. For me, if preferable.
I wonder if we'll ever learn what that Sirius was up to, or why he was suddenly so involved in the plight of these treacherous three.
He wants his own radio station.
No, don't worry, Logan. You'll see Sirius all across the game give you some very juicy details about why he's so hell-bent on getting revenge on Altair and his masked trio.
Wait, this is all about revenge for him?
Yep, it's a
Potentially,
revenge
yeah.
plot.
Yeah,
There you go. There's. Oh. The heck?
Looks like we slowed down the river.
So we can literally move across the water if we want to, but nothing matters, because we got all we need right now.
Alright, let's get out of here while the.
So Bomberman doesn't drown?
Actually, let me just do something real quick for good measure, assuming I can find any more of those floating eggs.
Floating eggs.
Say.
Oh, there's one. Or, excuse me, the rolling... Whatever those things are supposed to be that look like eggs. There we go.
Ah, okay.
They kind of look like floating zits.
Maybe.
Ew.
I will admit, I do wish that it was possible to, through a HUD, see which power-ups you had and had not acquired.
For real. Because, this is
You get
all
the
helpful
heart,
and all,
but,
but it's also, there's enough real estate to add in, a fire or,
Bomb
or a
counter.
bomb count. Also, that does remind me of another thing. Normally Bomberman games also have speed up items, but Bomberman has a set speed, and honestly, I think it's quick enough. So no real objections there.
I mean, if anything, it only applies to, multiplayer, usefulness.
Oh, actually, that's right. This is where he tells you about all the items you find all across your journey.
And you could earn extra credit!
You can get the big, you can then get
Extra
the
credit.
ultra,
The cherry
the hyper
bomb.
bomb. The cherry bomb, yeah, it can only be used once per stage, though, and gold card.
And the gold card, which are, again, the big, super important, great... They're the green stars in this game.
Or star coins.
How about this? I'm curious. We mentioned that this is already hard enough. Does this game have an easy mode?
This
This
is
is
the
easy
easy
mode.
mode.
Yippee!
What's hard mode like?
Mecha?
I haven't delved into it much myself, but
And also, screw it. I'll just do a quick demonstration just to show you guys how the time trial card works.
Okay.
yeah,
But yeah, go ahead, Mecha. So So from what you've seen of hard mode, what is it like?
well, I haven't fully tested it. I mean, the enemies seem to still have the same amount of HP. It's just cards will be at new locations, as well as the time limits will be much stricter.
Also,
That's-
enemies take about the same amount of damage, but I think they're more aggressive to compensate.
Well, yeah.
Like, do they actively try and hurt you?
Well, they move faster.
Yeah. Let's say at the very least their pathing is a bit more advanced, like to home in on you.
Yep.
There's that.
They
So
grow brain cells.
before things have to get going soon, if Hype hasn't already left, I hope Hype has not already left.
No, I said I was gonna leave at 7:30.
Oh, my bad. I got it. I thought it was 6:30. My bad.
Yeah, no, we still have plenty of time.
What are your thoughts?
I think at the very least, Hype will be able to join us long enough to see me clear the first of the 4 major areas.
Yay!
Right.
But I'll say, so while we're doing this, what are your thoughts on this Hype?
Well, it's interesting. Like, I'll admit, when it comes to like the more 3D Bombermans, the only one that I have like any genuine experience with is Bomberman 64, the one that's like a more traditional platformer in comparison to what this is. This one, it's definitely interesting.
Hold on, when you say that, do you mean like the second attack or Bomberman Hero?
The one that has redial.
That is Bomberman Hero, which
Okay.
again,
And
that was
that
my
was
first Bomberman as well.
Okay. But yeah, continue.
Okay, but yeah.
What
this
is
one,
redial?
But from what I'm seeing of this, it looks fairly cute. Like, it's an interesting way to, incorporate Bomberman, more directly incorporate Bomberman into a 3D space. The soundtrack, from what I'm hearing so far...
As opposed to making it... sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying that the soundtrack so far I'm liking. Like, this level track in particular gives me a lot of, like, major Mario Party vibes.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's the same... I want to say it's the same composer?
I doubt it. But actually, speaking of the soundtrack, I do think Bomberman 64 is easily some of the best in the entire series, and this map theme right here is honestly one of my favorite map themes of all time.
Really? Huh.
Yeah, I love it.
I can only wonder how TSA will hold up.
That was good too. But that being said, why don't we get the plot along so we can actually get to TSA at some point or another?
I'll say stage 2 looks a lot smaller than. Are you serious?
Every stage 2 is a fight against a particular bomber. In this case, we're actually doing a test fight with Sirius.
Oh,
A fight against a what bomber?
serious bomber.
Friend or foe?
You decide.
I decide food.
So otherwise, it looks about the same as. Oh, nice. So otherwise, oh wow, 2 off the bat already. So it looks like right off the bat, it's already like standard Bomberman dual affair.
Essentially, basically whittle the other bomber out of all their health, and they do incentivize you to do certain tricks in order to get all the gold cards. Like I'm trying here to literally bonk him right in the head.
Ooh.
Nice.
Now die.
Ah, close. Oh, now get him.
And done.
Well, he bombed himself.
Woohoo!
Very nice.
Better than I expected.
Oh, yeah.
Keep fighting like that, and you should be able to defeat them. Good luck.
Very well.
If you're so concerned about them, then why don't you beat them up?
Let's see, we got the target time. Oh yeah,
We did.
plenty.
Oh yeah, no. Most of the bosses actually are pretty generous with their target times. It's more so just getting the other gold cards that can be tricky. The bombers, not so much. Though those can still be tricky in their own right.
Fair.
Anyway,
Alright.
yeah, no. Every first and third stage is a traditional level, whereas stages 2 and 4 are boss fights. To have or have not, like this jewel over here.
Well, that's a question.
We did it.
Oh,
Hey!
okay then.
Jerk.
Come back
What's this?
here.
That's my jewelry. Give it back.
Well, at the very least, it looks like we don't need to
Serious?
activate.
That guy stole my jewelry.
Are you serious?
Sounds like a you problem, not me.
Planet Bomb. Oh, okay. Tell
Let
me
me
about
tell you
it.
something about the one responsible for the attack on Planet Balmer. His name is Altair. He drains a planet's energy to power the Omnicube. The Omnicube holds the power to rule the universe. From the way he takes his time extracting a planet's energy, it seems he hasn't figured out how to use the Omnicube.
Seems like an idiot.
How do you know that? Such an operation doesn't require that much time, however. His incompetence is helping you, and you should be thankful.
I'm not.
Thank you for being incompetent, Altier.
Thank you for being a dunce. But yeah, that's pretty much why we're in the clear for now. Is that Altair apparently only knows how to extract the planet's energy so much with that dang thing, and well, while we're still around, well, our main mission here is to get that jewel that dang flying creature keeps taking away from me.
They only took it once.
Yeah, well,
Is he going to take it
It's
again?
still once too many.
hopefully God he won't take it from me again. Also gonna have to be careful with this particular sequence. Actually, I'm trying to remember where the heck the remote bomb is in this place, because that could definitely be helpful.
So I'm guessing upgrades between stages don't remain consistent?
Not really, no.
wish.
Like remote bombs and hyper bombs do not stay in your possession when you clear a level.
Well, damn.
Yeah, they're not that generous, unfortunately.
Oh, wait, I think I know where the remote is.
Where is it?
It's above you.
Like right here?
No, in the block in front of the stairs.
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
Are the power-ups in set locations?
No, that's...
Don't worry, we'll figure this out. Listen, the soonest I get a remote bomb, the better.
Oh, wait. May have been in the first area when we used those elevators.
Oh, you know what? You could be right.
Wow!
Yeah, no, that shit like that can happen. I mean, it can be funny, but also incredibly painful if you've done plenty of progress.
And as you can see, unless we were to start and restart the level, we would be pretty much SOL on trying to get this into in the clear time.
Not only that, when you die, you do lose your remote bomb and hyper bomb privileges.
So you have to recollect them?
Yeah, can you just find them back where their original power-ups were, or could you just...
Yeah, you can.
Actually, you can keep the red bombs if you found them in the level. It's just you
Right,
lose
right.
the remote.
That's right. Never mind.
Crap.
You know what? I don't know why I thought the red bombs could also be lost, but no, it's primarily just the remote control you lose, which, you know, that thing's precious. Actually, wait a minute, isn't it over here?
Whoa. Wait, is it?
It was there all along!
Wow.
Huh.
Yay!
Well, don't I feel stupid?
So I wish to...
I mean, if you feel stupid, I was about to lead you to a long path that may not have had one.
I reinstate my previous question. Are the power-ups in set locations?
Yeah.
They are.
Okay.
So they're not
for the
just
most
random.
part. Remote bombs and hyper bombs are in set locations. Fire and bomb ups are randomized.
Okay.
And they can be found by defeating enemies as well, right?
They can be. Oh,
Whoa!
oh, that's okay. I didn't need that one anyway.
But we
So
want to
the
be careful.
blue
You don't want to blow up all the
gems
wrong
are-
ones.
So the blue gems are worth 1. Are the purple pinkish one... Oh, they're worth more.
They're worth 5.
Yeah, they're worth 5.
Ah. Are there other colors of gems?
Alright, here we go.
That's all there is, actually.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. But we want to be careful, because one of these could have a very notable goodie.
I don't like how they slip away gradually.
There we go.
Like, you see how they're sliding, like, in a direction?
I mean, like when they're
Yeah.
on the slope and stuff, yeah. It's... Whoa! It's... I don't know, it's like... So, okay, how about this? As far as, like, their first foray into 3D, how do you think it handles the camera dilemma with a 3D game like this?
Camera, for the most part, I don't really have a problem with. Like, it's usually... you're usually just kept overhead like this, though you can zoom in or zoom out as you see fit.
Okay.
Also, it's like the Captain Toad camera.
Kind of, yeah.
I assume you controlled them with the shoulder buttons or the C-pad?
C buttons.
Thank goodness, no fall damage.
Thank God, considering it is very well possible to fall some pretty long heights if you're not careful.
Is there fall damage in this game?
Nope, and I honestly can't think of any Bomberman game that has fall damage.
Thank fuck.
Alright, let's go get that blue crystal. Whoa.
Oh,
Just 15 more to go. Actually, now that I think about it, as far as like, the gold card's concerned, the rest of them should be relatively easy to get. They're actually in an area we haven't even uncovered yet.
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, are you telling me that blue blue diamond is not the end of the level already?
Nope.
Well,
Man.
If you don't see a green arrow next to that blue jewel, that's not a completion.
oh, so you need the,
I got that.
you
I
need the
love
chance
that.
time platform.
I love the animation halting. I get that. Oh.
I get it! Hey!
Is that a narwhal?
I get to. Hey, wait a minute.
yes.
It
Wait a
does look
minute.
like a flying narwhal now you mentioned it.
I say he's running around like a chicken with his head cut. Oh, wait a minute.
Hey, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Also, there's a bit of inconsistency because he went off to the upper right, and yet he just flew back to the first area.
So
It's like a
back
wild
we
goose
go.
chase.
Maybe he just went around the world.
Right.
That's a fast narwhal then.
I mean, have you ever seen a narwhal in real life?
That's a mighty
Would
fine
you know
shoulder,
how fast
mighty
they are
wide
on
shoulder.
the average on the average Tuesday?
No, I don't know much about aquatic life.
Good, well, me neither.
Okay. So, Icky, have you done much with the Bombermans? Like, have you played any of his recent games?
I have Super Bomberman R, but I really haven't played that much of it, like, whatsoever.
I think the first, from what I've seen, the first one's pretty good.
Hey,
I have a copy of Bomberman 64th Second Attack, but I really haven't put that much time into it ever since I was like 8. Because even then, I had no idea what I was doing.
also thanks, Sirius. Yeah, that narwhal's really starting to annoy the crap out of me.
Phew. But, aw,
Now the question is, how do we get there?
I don't know.
We go over the bridge, kick a bomb.
Oh,
some
actually,
blocks.
see that teleporter over there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Shall we tempt fate?
How are we supposed to get? Are you telling me we need to bounce off of this thing into
No, it's
the abyss?
much more complex than this.
Challenge accepted, motherfucker.
I mean, so far it doesn't look that difficult.
Just everyone, please understand. Like, this is bullshit.
I'm not. Let me just say, I am agreeing.
Here's the thing, you don't even need to do this part.
Huh?
I don't.
Well, I mean, you don't need to be on top of the blocks.
Can you push blocks?
But how do we
wish.
how do we clear that gap? We can't long jump like no plumberman.
I mean, I see some
We
blocks
may not
beneath
long
you.
jump, but there's a process of building a bomb ladder.
Oh! Into the drink. Also, what do you mean by bomb ladder?
Thank you.
Hey, I'm not gonna worry about that right now. We only got so much time on our hands.
Yeah.
Wait,
But yeah, no, it's like this game again. If you want to, this is most of the other optional shit. They make it go miles.
oh, so there was only a cosmetic down that path?
Yes.
Yeah, no go karts, thankfully.
Okay.
We want
I
to take
love
this teleporter.
Go ahead, Mika.
Well, I was just about to say, is like, I think I've read the guide to where it's like that could have been a location for a card in the hard mode.
Oh god.
Oh yeah, no. Again, for the hard mode, the positions of gold cards and cosmetics are swapped, and I mean naturally, some of those gold cards are likely going to be in places that do require bomb jumping.
Do you even get
Oh, yeah.
like?
Well, I was just about to point you to a cosmetic that you wouldn't think would be there after this little box. Also back-
Oh,
Just wait for it. Wait for the unsuspecting sucker to.
come on,
Ah,
walk.
fuck it.
Aw.
Actually, you know what? Fuck this.
What the?
Let's see you, man.
Oh, so you can't just...
Now, is that the 30th enemy? You just jumped. No, okay, no, we still got time.
Number 20. Number 23.
Could you imagine losing a gold card by throwing the 30th enemy into the abyss?
That was. You know what? I'm curious to see what happens.
Hug the wall
with that.
here.
Oh, hug
Hug
it?
the wall?
Yeah.
Oh, this one? Okay. Why? Oh, hello.
Oh,
What's this? Oh!
this is BS, but it's a cool secret.
Huh. You know, I never saw that one before, so I'll give you that. Thanks, Becca.
Yahoo!
From
See it all.
In all fairness, I could sort of understand if if it's a new player and they don't understand, like, defeating 30 enemies gives you a gold card.
yeah, it's not really stated anywhere that you had to defeat 30 for a gold card.
Yeah, so, like, how would a player even know
I guess just if they're playing it thoroughly.
without looking it up online?
That's about that. I mean, that's the best excuse I can come up with. Whoa.
Oh. Okay, it's the other side then.
But otherwise, like, I don't know. Like, otherwise, the maybe I'm looking at this is the other way I'm looking at this is that like, how to put this? Like, so is there even much of a benefit to completing hard mode?
You unlock a super secret skin for battle mode, but that's about it.
Well,
Okay, well
that's debatable.
oh.
Because if you want the super special armor for battle mode, you have to get all 120 on hard mode in 3 hours.
Oh,
In 3 hours?
complete a speed
That's
run.
right,
Then.
speed run.
And there's your
Oh.
30th enemy.
Nice.
Wait. Oh wait.
Oh,
For it. Just wait for it to rain down like a golden shower.
so is that 4 then?
That was 4.
Yep,
All
that's
right,
the fourth one.
let's get out of here.
Speaking of, we're gonna have to go the other way.
Yes, we are. Oh,
I would have thought that was enough for the drink.
that would have been hilarious. But
Cut
you
'em
know,
all.
it's a good thing that Bomberman's feet are cushioned so nicely, like a tennis ball.
I just assumed they were pom-poms.
Either that, or he's equipped with the aperture tech.
Oh,
This is the only game I can immediately think of too, where his feet are fashioned like this, where they just share the exact same graphic as his hands and his top and his head pom pom.
Yeah, it's a
mine.
little adorable, like a plush.
it is mine.
I got him. I mean, there's still the fifth one to worry about, but again, I'll get that one off screen.
I
Anyway,
got it.
time to trek the long bridge on the heavens.
Bridge, he says.
Whoa.
I do appreciate how this segment of level kind of looks like a chain link. Oh,
It's our area boss.
it's the Wyvern.
Are you serious?
Yeah, you're gonna be needing these.
Still one of my favorite sounds of my childhood. Just meeting a boss from Bomberman 64 for the first time, getting that chill in my spine.
Dun dun dun. So, how do we get ourselves some gold cards?
Well, each boss is unique in that way, Logan.
Oh,
Because
nice.
for the dragon in particular, we have to nuke his head, his wings, and the tail.
Ah, so it's Monster Hunter logic.
Unfortunately for the wings, they're tied so closely to the hitbox of his own body, which is his weak spot, that you're very susceptible to. Oh shit!
Ow.
Oh, at
Hey,
least you got a
I
card.
got it!
And you got the...
but we had a heart left, I thought.
No.
I think I might have
Those
lost
are the
it.
enemy
You know what? I
hearts.
lost it when I went into the drink earlier.
Yeah.
You know what it is? The 3 hearts on the right made me think those were our hearts.
No, they're the bosses.
Do hearts carry over between stages?
Yes.
They did.
And not power-ups?
No.
Oh wait, he's gonna do a dive.
He's up to something.
Dive! Dive! Dive!
Awooga.
Close.
A little early.
But
Yeah.
but the problem is that I can already see the issues that with 4 optional weak points and 3 hits, which we've already used one of them up, dealing damage to him. And he's already 1 hit away from death. How the hell are we going to be able to beat him without accidentally beating him?
That's a
question.
good question, my good sir. I mean,
Pray to the
That's
random numbers god?
as I told our dork here, is like, the
I
There we
got
go.
it again!
Why do I always get that skull card whenever I die?
Game over.
Man.
What a laugh! He actually was able to grab my corpse. But alas, let's go ahead and use it. One of our continues.
Have I just
again.
T-posed for a moment?
No.
I don't know. I think that's just part of his programming. So I guess it should be said: whenever you game over, use up a credit, you just go right back to the map screen. You do lose a good majority, if not all, of your power.
Actually, no, you don't.
Oh?
Huh?
You don't lose power-ups?
No, you don't lose the bomb and fire powers.
Huh? Because what you do when you use up a credit?
So what?
Because it always feels like I have less one than when I done before I game over.
Well, then oh, hang on.
Now,
Whoa!
Nice.
Rally for one sale.
Okay, but now, so we got the tail. That was good. Did we get the head, or did we get? I think.
yeah,
the
we
head
got the head.
Oh, I thought
yeah,
you got
'cause the top
both
is-
wings.
I mean, the wings are visibly tattered if you manage to hit them. Like that, see?
Oh, and I see, like, on his head, notice his horn is all blackened now from us. So now he's got to get the left wing, and
It's destroyed.
just don't
Just
die
throw around
now.
the tip.
Why do I do this to myself?
It's for
Actually,
funnies.
could have just aimed for the body at that point.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's for the funnies. All right, we'll be right back.
Yeah.
Kind of surprised he didn't just
I
time.
guess it should be said real quick. I'm not going to worry too much about getting all the gold cards on my first try with these boss fights.
Yeah.
Some of them
yeah.
do take a little bit of prep.
No, I get you, man.
Ooh.
Like, focus on focus on just getting through it for the sake of the commentary, and then we can always get the gold cards off screen, like the Waddle
You
Dragon.
doing okay over there, bud?
Yeah, I
Is
hate that
buddy?
pose. I hate that pose where he just, like, drifts back.
Ooh.
See, that should count for burning off the right wing.
Oh, hold B and A.
B and A.
Right, that's what I've been trying to do. Whatever. You know what? No. You know what? I was right. That's right. I was right. I did lose all my fucking bomb. Wait.
Whoa!
Okay.
Oof.
My lord.
Well, whatever.
Let's just nuke this Durgan if he comes even close to me again.
On the plus side is that, during these bigger boss fights, Sirius will be kind enough to give you a remote bomb, because otherwise these would be very fucking nonsense.
Oh my god, could you imagine the timing required? Okay, here we go.
Actually, fuck this. I'll deal with it later.
Does he give them at the beginning of every boss
We
fight?
got 2 cards at least.
Well, you got the tail.
Almost every boss fight.
Oh,
Well,
guys,
technically
on
you got 3
fire!
cards.
Get lost.
And with that,
I'll deal with you later.
I'll deal with you some other time.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
And look, the green garden is complete.
Yay!
Yep. Now we break the chains, and watch as it keeps on floating in midair, despite the fact that there's literally nothing to hold it aloft.
See, it's called Green Garden, but I only saw, like, rocks and stone structures.
From the way that the chains look, it seems like they have their own anti-gravity for some reason.
Yeah.
Potentially. I mean, I guess that's the perk with being a literal shield to these things. Anyway, we've only spent so much time on that first world, so why don't we go ahead and do the second one? It's really not that much. It's honestly not that much longer, and honestly, it's much easier.
Oh, okay.
Alrighty.
Cool.
Oh yeah.
Switches and
Let's head on to
buttons.
Civilization.
Let's see what this place is like. Whoa!
Welcome to the planet of Venice.
I've heard this tune.
Nah,
I've heard
this
this
is
theme
more
before.
like... This looks more like a standard shipyard.
I've heard this theme
Oh,
before,
the-
but I always
the
thought it
trees
was
are
like for
doing
some
that
map
thing.
screen somewhere. But it's like shockingly chill for a level like this.
Oh, and they're gone. Okay, Devil Land.
It just blew up the trees! And there's officially more green in this level compared to the last one.
I mean, there was plenty of garden green in the first level.
Yeah, but I was more distracted by the rocks.
You're trying to get the heart out of
and
him, weren't you?
Yes.
stone. Is that a butterfly?
Yes, it is.
It used to be a butterfly.
Now it's dead meat.
Now it's a heart.
We stole Spyro's gimmick.
Have a heart?
Oh, well, it can't be dead meat. There's not much meat on a butterfly.
Bomberman, you're a robot. What the hell would you do with a heart?
I can make I can make a bomb out of a heart.
I can make your heart explode. Also, did we just blow up the Pope?
Ow.
Nah, we just killed off
The fuzz.
He looks like freaking Pentokyo or Fentokyo or whatever from that Billy Bust Up game.
I forgot
Oh, yeah,
that-
the little
I'm
puppet.
forgetting that game exists.
Yeah, little puppet voiced by Jax's
Kovac.
character, Jax's actor. Yeah, Kovac.
Wow, I mean, what's it with him and always being cast as assholes?
I don't know. He just does a good job as them.
He plays assholes very well.
I guess this is his thing.
I love the idea of like going into interviews like, yes, I am typecast as an asshole.
Whoa.
Yes, I'm the professional
Well, no.
asshole for hire.
Well, no.
I mean,
Here's the thing. Like,
Good.
typecasting is a natural part. Like, love it or hate it, typecasting is a natural part of the industry, and it's okay with everyone doing it except for Chris Pratt.
I'm
Well, it's
still
because he doesn't really have a type to be cast in, does he?
James. No,
James, there are people in that building.
I see what you're trying to do. Don't.
You know what it is? I forgot. I need a hyper bomb to blow up that
No,
building.
no, you don't.
Want to blow up the building?
Do you just need to get a hole in one?
No, that open window.
Yeah.
Throw the big bomb in there.
Just throw it through.
So this is the hole in one you need. Whoa, back up.
Little to the left.
A little to the left. There you go.
Uh-oh.
Goodbye.
Oh dear!
That squadron.
Yeesh! That
Wow.
counted for like a billion enemies right there.
So now we can add.
And those don't add to your enemy counter, by the way.
Aw.
Those don't. Wait.
Yeah, they don't count.
Oh,
It's basically a glorified crystal bank, and yes, hype. We need to put a. This is how Bomberman gets added onto so many lists. This is how he can only barely get into Smash 4. Or Smash 4.
Well,
Smash
you mean Ultimate?
Yeah, Ultimate.
Man, I'm very grateful that they included Bomberman at all in Smash Brothers. And I mean, I made a whole comic about how I thought in the end it really wasn't a big deal that he was an assist trophy.
Uh-huh.
At the same time, though, it's also a matter of like, I do hope if there ever is another Smash game later down the line, he does get to be a playable character.
He has
Oh,
so
no, I
many
feel like it's
moves.
kind of a. I wouldn't say guarantee, but I think it's a very likely chance that he could be playable in a hypothetical 6th Smash game.
Wait, that's...
Well, if I could ask, aside from forming bombs and tossing them, what would you say his moveset could be?
Well, I know in some of the spin-offs
I mean-
he has some gadgets.
Yeah,
And then
Yeah, but
there's-
that's in the spin-offs. I'm talking about, like, the main game bomb.
Well, I mean, there's Bomberman. Well, I know many people have, made comment about how in Bomberman Hero he has all those nifty little, as Hype said, gadgets that allow him to traverse easier, like the jet that literally comes out of his belt, or the copter that's literally attached to his an antenna.
And go ahead,
Plus,
Mecca,
let's be
you're on,
honest
you're
here.
on.
Like, we all know that the spin-offs aren't exactly off the table when it comes to like representation in Smash.
Take Donkey Kong Jungle Beat.
Or Donkey Konga.
Alright, I have a hot take of the century. Not
What's
century. I
up?
have a hot take of the hour that I'm curious what your guys' thoughts are because I saw it on a server just now.
Oh, what's up?
Go for it. Also, watch out when those fish creatures do that little hokey looking walk there. I think that does hurt Bomberman.
Oh dear.
Why, they just run into you?
Well, I mean,
Kinda.
they would just run up to you and peck you.
Yeah, but that could be bad.
Like chickens with their heads cut off?
Now, what's your spicy meatball take?
Your thoughts on which is the better 2D platformer? By 2D, you know what I mean. Like your thoughts on the better 2D platformer, Super Mario Wonder or Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze?
Good question, honestly.
I'll say, like, I think I love them both equally, but I think it really kind of depends. If you want, like, a platformer that has, like, a lot of, like, really inventive design and whatnot, I would say Wonder. But if you want one that challenges you a lot as a player, I would say, wait, did you say Jungle Beat or Tropical Freeze?
Tropical Freeze.
Tropical Freeze.
Then yeah, I would say Tropical Freeze if you prefer a platformer with more challenge.
That's fair. I think the only reason why I am finding myself so on the fence is that from what I've played in our tests of Wonder and stuff, again, look forward to that. Is that I really like Wonder, but I do appreciate their like I appreciate their there we go. Raise the dam. Nice. Now we can explore all that. Anyway, I appreciate their direction of let's just rapid fire, boom, 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 keep like new thing or new mechanic, new thing, new enemy. But I feel like
Well, that's been the philosophy for like 2D Mario games since I want to say 3D Land, 3D Wonder. I mean 3D World.
right, we just right,
Wonder.
right. Again, again, ironically, the only game that didn't really try to focus on all the new stuff was new. Super Mario.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, at
Except
least-
for the
at least-
DS game.
At least, I was about to say the sequels, not so much. The original game, I mean, yeah, no, I think
whoa.
Oof.
Get it.
Well, like the first new Mario was legitimate new at the time it was released.
right.
I'll be perfectly honest. I think the only new Super Mario game worth playing through from beginning to end is the DS game, because it feels like the only one that's actually trying something new.
Well, I'd say the Wii version has just enough on its own merits to justify its existence.
but
the level design feels less like fully developed for like a full like single player adventure. Like the maps are a lot more wider and broader to fit, to accommodate for like
Just go
all
across the
four
bridge.
players.
Alright.
But that only lasts for so many stages until you get to like the special world where like every level is like a completely like hard as balls challenge.
But I guess with Wonder versus Tropical Freeze is that I get the whole rapid fire, boom, boom, boom. Let's keep doing all the keep doing the showing off new things, and I appreciate that, absolutely do. But I feel like sometimes with Wonder, at least from what I played, sometimes it's to its detriment. Sometimes I think some of those levels are too short.
That I could agree to, yeah.
Any noteworthy examples?
I think some of the levels in the Cloud one, I remember, I think some of them we beat in less than 3 minutes. If we just ran through it and then,
I mean, I guess to be fair though, even if there are a handful of pretty short levels in Mario Wonder, there were a pretty there's numerous amounts of levels in that game.
that is
Not
true.
to mention, I kind of like to think that the removal of a time limit is just so the players can have fun in the levels.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like, whether alone with friends or with the online versions. Because, you know what? I'll get a look at this little post box on the floor right here. I think the online aspects of Mario Wonder are good. It's kind of like, it kind of reminds me of how in Rayman Origins and Legends, where playing multiplayer doesn't take away from the like from the stage design, where you're basically bumping into each other like again and again and again. You're able to play the stages with friends without getting in each other's way. And I think
say
that's
Origins
what
and Legends
Mario
isn't
needed
entirely
for a
exempt
very
from
long
that.
time. What?
Oh, you were just saying that, like, you were comparing it with Origins and Legends in a sense of, like, there's not as much intrusiveness in the multiplayer, and I was like, I can speak from experience that, like, those games aren't exactly innocent of that.
Well, it's because you're not constantly bumping or ramming into each other, like knocking each other off like a small platform.
Which I appreciate that. It was only ever fun in something like, I guess, yeah, no, I'll stand by it. It was only, for me, I love it in games that are like chaotic, like Rayman.
Like, if the point is to be as chaotic and silly as possible, then, you know, sure, like, if there's no, like, legitimate punishment for not taking the gameplay seriously, when you're just trying to have fun with friends.
Also, should be said real quick, you don't exactly need to do this, or at least you do it this way. There's another way into this warehouse.
But it's satisfying. And go boom! Give me our goodies. Where
Push the switch.
where can we see whatever goodies we've unlocked? Is it only like from the main menu?
Only from the menu.
Well, technically.
The stage select is where you can see all the gold cards you've acquired in the level. Cosmetics you primarily see in the custom Bomberman mode.
Yeah, unless you decide to use a old kind of a thing and... Oh, hi, Sirius.
Sorry, Sirius.
Aww.
Altair has 3 subordinates named Regulus, Artemis, and Orion.
Orion.
All
Orion.
3 have powerful special attacks. You will eventually have to fight them, so prepare yourself for battle. He ain't kidding, because just as we cross that bridge too, we're actually about to meet one of them.
Oh,
Will it be Orion?
Orion's belt?
Orion's belt. Find me in Orion. I gotta watch that movie again sometime.
which one?
Men in Black.
The original Men in Black.
Oh, that.
I've never seen that movie fully, to be honest.
I think the Men in Black trilogy is
Should we
worth
set up
watching.
another movie night, like, right the hell now?
Well, hold on. Looky.
Oh.
There's our first one. That one's Artemis.
Should I read whatever words come out of his face?
Wow! I don't think he's much of a talker.
Actually, Iki, that's a girl.
Oh,
You're mine. Fair enough.
and she's the only one not wearing a mask.
Okay, let's see. To destroy Artemis and get the cards, we must trap her with a pump bomb explosion like this.
Also, be careful of all her little fire nails over there.
Yeah, she's like a fire ninja.
Wait, how did that not count?
What?
Yeah, how did that not count?
For the pump up, you get the bounce. Yeah, it's supposed to bounce off her head. Like,
Whoa!
So it seems like for the most part, all the bomber fights work the exact same way. Like try and bop them on the head, and try to get at least one charge bomb off on them.
Also, I noticed that she can only throw her cards in like 8 directions.
I don't know where to.
Alright, so now we need to get it. I think it's because we also got it with the charge bomb itself. Try bouncing another one on her head.
Well, no.
Hey,
Whoa!
Heck, you
That's right. No
can
remote
only
bombs.
get the gold card relating to that particular strat once.
It's a good thing that you could just recollect whatever hearts you drop. Oof!
on
never
the
mind.
normal mode, at least.
Yeah, if you had the hard item on hard, poof.
Nice. There you are.
Good heart.
Now
And
it's got to defeat her without throwing her off the ring. They actually don't give you the gold card if you end up doing that. It's not something that heinous.
So
really?
you can just pick her up and throw her off if you want.
They'll berate you the same way King Babam did in Mario 64.
it is ungentlemanly or dishonorable.
To throw the king off the ring.
Ow.
Hurts.
This
She
is
is the queen of the ring.
I will say, if you are gonna go the distance in, aha, once again.
Ooh!
But
I
anyway,
think that got her.
yeah, she did because we dropped a heart. Come on,
Ow.
come
I know
on.
it's
Hey! Oh,
How dare!
I didn't know she
I
actually
gotta
steal
be
your
careful.
shield.
Ooh! How did you? How the hell?
Oh, she's behind the...
right here.
There.
Where'd she
Come
go?
Yeah,
Did she turn
oh, she didn't get hit.
invisible?
We have about 8,000 seconds.
Time. Yeah, no, these can either be the shortest fights ever, or they can take an eternity.
Nice.
There we go.
Drop right into it.
Yeah.
Oh god, she's dead.
I just find it funny how the moment you landed that final hit, it zoomed in on Bomberman.
I kind of was.
A gory
I was
discretion.
like, wait, what happened?
Gory discretion shot.
I was kind of bummed. I thought she was. I thought she would have like some sort of redemption. Like, oh, I see the error of my ways. No.
No.
Unfortunately, Artemis kind of gets the short end of the stick compared to her brethren.
Aw,
Really?
dang.
Yeah. No redemption art whatsoever.
Oh,
well.
shit.
Well, but I will say though.
What? Once an evil bitch, always an evil bitch.
I will say though, between the voice acted enemies and the nice soundtrack and the insanely.
I saw that coming.
Oh, God.
Ouch!
Not again.
Silly little marshmallow man.
Shadow growing larger. Anyway, with all of these factors, like pretty decent decent soundtrack, voice acted villains,
Almost.
insanely like, you know, freaking asinine like means to like, you know, get completion of this game. I need to do Mischief Makers.
I feel like we should at some point or another. Like that game, you know, that game's great even despite its own what the fuckery.
I mean, I'm not against it.
If I had emulator accessibility... If I had
Not
emulator
again.
accessibility...
Ow! Ow!
Roasted marshmallows, anybody?
Okay, now this is just overkill.
I'm dead. Anyway, continue, Ricky or James, whoever was talking about Mischief Makers.
I mean, if I had emulator accessibility on my laptop, I would have volunteered to play.
I'm
Mr.
still-
Makers. Also, you just fucking crushed that guy.
Yep.
Yes.
I'm still waiting to see if Nintendo will ever add Mischief Makers to the NSO.
Please.
They really should, but I think they're gonna have to, you know, they're gonna have to be in very sentimental talk with Square in order to get the rights.
Well, I mean, considering that they've now been able to get Mario RPG working on right now.
I want to ask, like, does Square own Treasure?
No, they don't own Treasure, but they do. Okay, way back when Mischief Makers was released,
It was developed by both Treasure and Enix.
Enix were the ones that published it.
Enix,
Okay.
gotcha. So before the merger.
Right. Honestly, if it were just for a Western release, that wouldn't be a problem, because I think Nintendo themselves published Mischief Makers in the West.
Did they?
I could
believe it is.
see it for like
I mean, you
English
still see
dub.
the Enix logo show up in the boot up menu.
True, but at the same time, you can see Squaresoft's whole logo on the box for Breath of Fire, and yet that still got the okay.
Huh.
And let's not forget the freaking golden eye managed to get
Golden
on it. Managed to get on it.
Man, think of all the royalties they got to pay just to get that on the service.
Wait, and if I'm not mistaken, didn't like a Disney thing even get on to? Or, what was no?
Oh!
It was freaking Quest for
Oh,
Camelot.
you're thinking of
got
Quest for
frickin'
Camelot.
on the server.
20th Century Fox.
I still don't get how or why they were so gung-ho to put that on the service.
Again, I'm guessing Doug Bowser just really likes Quest for Camelot.
Or they really don't have many other Game Boy Color games to work with.
Which is weird, because I'm sure they have plenty of Game Boy games they could add onto it.
Pokemon Gold, Silver, Crystal.
I think the primary issue is that it was the cheapest one to license.
Ah.
Pokemon Pinball.
Because, you know, there's like 3 or 4 Bomberman games on the Game Boy or Game Boy Color they could easily put on the service, but then they'd have to, you know, go square to square with Konami.
Monsters Inc. for the Game Boy Color.
Monsters Inc. had a Game Boy Color? Mickey Rooney.
Mickey Rooney?
Must deliver Mickey Rooney
Rooney.
videos.
We will. I am still feeling that. I will do that. We will do the remasters of those at some point.
Okay.
It's been long enough since we did the original trilogy. I think we're due for a re-look at those.
Now, the thing-
especially since I think the third remake's still on the way.
what
Yeah, I
game is
believe
this?
so. Yeah. 7 Max, the Telltale ones, now published under Skunk Games.
Which is made of, like, former Telltale employees.
Which was made by former LucasArts
LucasArts.
employees, oddly enough.
Yep, and Steve with Steve Purcell on board for all of them. Now, the one though that I need to figure out some sort of way to cover it.
Ready?
And it's been my water used to run.
Water used to run from that waterway to that statue of a goddess.
That's a statue.
Altair had the waterway moved, and now the water no longer reaches it. Will you repair the waterway?
Why is the talking icon the waterfall? Is the waterfall telling us this?
No, it's serious.
It was
you
just showing us.
sure?
Yeah.
It was just showing us where the water flows. You silly little gremlin.
We're just
And I
working.
was assuming that was the head of the waterfall talking.
Yes. So Sirius asked us to flood the walls. Like, you did what? Sirius told
I
me
didn't
to.
even tell you to do that, you!
He just shows up.
Listen, I hate to spoil this early, but that's gonna be so fucking relevant later in the game we get.
Oh crap.
The whole damn.
I mean, I will say, does Bomberman have any like friends or allies we can rely upon, like just of our normal days here? Or is it really...
Sirius is literally the only quote-unquote ally we get in the game.
Dang.
He's a robot. He doesn't have friends.
Aw.
You say
just
that, but
mean.
I'm looking at Black Bomber.
Yeah. Fair.
That was the bomber judging. That was
bomber's
White
thing.
Bomber judging you.
The bomber.
Look, when you have to talk to robots on the phone when you're processing fucking medical bills. Ugh.
Listen, the AI in Planet Bomber is honestly far more sophisticated than we got.
He is.
It's not even AI that I have to talk to, though. It's fucking... It's an automated messaging system. It sucks.
Yeah, telephone trees.
Those are still AIs.
And
So, are we talking about Bomberman, or are we just venting about our own problems?
I think it started off with that. Hey, look, that's
A bit of both.
there was a kind of bit of it, but in any case, so the main thing that I was trying to deal with, or the main thing I'm still considering how I'm gonna. Nice. The thing I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to like go about doing that game, because this is something that I'm interested in doing at some point if I can get my setup to work properly. Is I
The
would
Sam
still
and
like
Max
to.
VR game?
Yeah, I would still like to try and cover that. Now that I know what I'm getting myself into, which is, I thought at first it was just going to be a bunch of mini games. No, there is actually an entire like section of that game that is just a Sam and Max point and click like episode.
Well, it helps that,
Deceptively
like,
not.
from what I understand, they some of the writers from the Telltale series actually did pen the script for it.
Fair.
I'd like to make a quick mention real quick. Notice we have all 3 gold cards already.
Uh-huh.
Ah.
Yeah.
Uh huh.
This level's honestly one of the easier ones to get them in.
Hooray! Well, because for the most part, these ones weren't freaking cryptic. They were just like, just do what you normally
Just
do,
hanging
blow things
around.
up,
Exactly.
which I like. But anyways,
Going down.
see, I would like to cover it, and I know I've done the whole game. It's just the trickiest part is just trying to figure out how to like capture that footage, because like.
Well, I mean, like, you didn't have any problem capturing the Batman VR footage.
So those ones were special in that those ones, the way that I did it was, those were games that I owned on Steam, or some equivalent of that, and then I just connected my VR headset to the computer and from there was able to do the whole screen copy thing to capture whatever footage was happening there. Maybe, I don't even know, but basically, if I want to do this, I would need to. Okay, I think I remember now the issue is that the problem is that I need to have this freaking long ass cord run behind me, and I guess that right away I think that's the biggest issue is with the current setup I do things, I don't know if I could really do it live properly.
Hey Logan, I have an idea.
Yeah.
You could take the goggle lenses out of the VR and record 2 separate videos of it. One for the left eye, one for the right. And then you just put them in 2 separate YouTube videos and play them side by side with 2 eyes.
Fun fact: I actually tried something like that a long time ago when I was on my own personal channel when I did Kingdom Hearts 2, just for fun because I had learned this trick and I wanted to see what would happen. Like, for nothing short of just pure utter like curiosity, I tried to. I uploaded an entire part in stereoscopic 3D.
Oh no!
Of course, I included a version that was not stereoscopic 3D, so that people could actually still see. But I did try that trick of like there are certain tricks you can do. Like, I guess one classic trick is you take the footage and you do the whole make it red, make one blue, and then literally all you do is you just nudge one of those video footages frame like 1 frame ahead. That way, basically, the left or is to create the illusion, like, say if you're turning the camera, the left eye will be seeing something a little bit sooner than the right eye would, technically, thus giving the illusion of depth.
Is that how it works?
No, in normal movies, I'm sure they actually have an actual camera that does that simulates left eye and right eye. But here, this was just like a stupid, like, hey, here's a quick, cheap way to try and simulate it using Adobe Premiere effects that I learned in high school, and I was so freaking proud of myself. And I want to try it out once, and I will not be doing that when I do Kingdom Hearts 2 for the channel at some point later.
By the way, I assume that those butterflies don't count as enemies.
I think they do, but I could be wrong on that.
There we go.
There's one flying there that we
Give
can
it a
punch if you want.
short!
What do we got all for?
Wouldn't it be nice if you could carry 2 hearts as opposed to 1?
I assume that was the case,
Pause.
but... Oh, it counts!
It does. All right.
Yep, and butterflies are our enemies. You know, Kirby taught us well.
Yeah.
I was about to say, Mario also taught us that.
When? Oh, right! Mario 64!
Right.
They could turn into bombs and that's where. This is where they happened. This is where they learned.
Those sons of the beaches!
I hate those things.
I
Also
never.
back.
How?
Yeah, I realized I went the wrong way again.
How is that supposed to? How is that supposed to work anyway? Was it just designed to be like, hey, don't idle for too long, otherwise random crap will happen?
I think it's just fiddling around with, like, ambient elements like the butterflies. It's like, what if Mario accidentally touches one of these butterflies? Maybe it could be a surprise. Maybe it could turn into a coin, maybe a one-up, or, he could just have it turn into an exploding steel ball that rams into him.
Yeah.
Just a random steel ball of all things.
It's so confusing!
Anyway, lads, I hope you're not afraid of the dark, or sewers,
Oh no!
or sewer creatures.
Oh no.
Okay, sewer creatures are okay, but darkness?
Meet Leviathan.
Meet an anglerfish.
I'll just call him Levi Nathan.
Levi Nathan, the anglerfish.
This one's also pretty tricky to get all the gold cards on.
So I assume
Yeah,
we had to
It's
hit.
honestly very specific.
Well, I assume we gotta hit his eyes.
His
No.
eyes, no.
I assume we have to hit the angler.
Basically, the gold cards is bunking the angler that he's trying to throw at you. Wants to feed him a bomb.
Oh, and with that, unfortunately, Hype has to get going.
Aw, dang
But
it.
I mean, but I mean, at the very least, he made it through like 90% of this video.
Oh, damn.
That's fair.
So
Because
now,
of him, we won't be able to get the 5th gold card. He's the one who has it.
He missed the part where the Leviathan ate the spicy meatball.
ow. Let's see.
And then asked for the waiter.
Whoa, whoa. Nice.
Well, that was clever.
Yeah.
Woo!
Proper placement.
Now, I know you also need to burn his tail fin.
Yeah, which we gotta wait for the bubbles.
But the tail fin's all the way back there.
Bubbles?
Where are the bubbles? Come on, do the
The
bubbles.
boublés.
Yeah, unfortunately, like if you know what you're doing, this boss is like the equivalent of a waiting game.
And let's
Oh,
see.
going with this off the bat, are we?
Oh, yep. Stake to the. Whoa.
Yeah, he could cut off some of the log wrap that we're using.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, and there's a gold card tied to that too.
Where?
What, the raft has to survive?
No, we're basically. So, depending on, I guess, where you're standing, some of the logs can get removed, and we need to do it in such a way where we are literally down to a single log to stand on.
Oh!
Yep.
But,
Oh, this is awkward.
yeah.
On the bright side, I was so far into the edge that I was able to make it not cut any logs.
Nice. Okay, but I can already see how getting the target time card can be annoying on this one, if he takes his sweet time.
Yep.
Yeah, that's RNG for you.
Yep, he's an unpredictable sort. Or maybe it's a she. Okay, here we go.
I determine it as a fish.
Nice.
Ouch.
Oh, did we get it? No, we did not get it. Crap.
Well, it has to take 2 big bombs to pop it.
Well, then that's awkward. I'm gonna have to be super careful then. Because it's possible to snooze the tail feathers, but not the tail. The fin.
Tail feathers.
The tail
Yeah.
feathers.
Tail fin.
Angler bird.
I'm not gonna take.
I want to say you had the right idea there.
Yeah, I did.
They're angler birds.
Oh, almost.
Try again.
I want a
You guys
drink.
remember goddamn fucking
Please help
birds?
me.
I know it's kind of insincere to. Or shit.
Well,
And
shit.
Let's try that again.
What is it?
I mean, I'm already this for it. Trust me, folks. I won't be abusing save states quite like this until I'll just make it.
boop.
I just gotta get 21.
We're flexing
we're
on
already
him
this
now.
far in. I mean, screw it at this point. Hit him again.
I was going to say, you probably have a better chance of throwing it from the back corners.
That could work.
Probably.
So how long did it take you guys to realize that Freebirds was released 10 years ago?
Really?
Yeah. It was
going-
apparently released in 2013.
I think we're boned.
Is this as large as we can make the bomb?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think his attack is determined by the time he switches the camera around.
I want to say it's like you can throw it a little, you can make it explode sooner, and his hitbox will be active.
Oh, there we go!
Okay.
Got it.
Nice.
Got it. All right, we're good. We're in the clear.
Right.
Again, I'm terribly ashamed for doing that, folks. But at the same time, I mean,
No, you're not.
Gold cards are a bitch.
gold cards for boss fights are usually some of the more annoying to get.
I mean, hell, you wonder why Burger King stopped selling gold cards with their
And
kids'
it's-
meals?
Stand on one log, far side.
Far side, far side.
Far aside!
This is gonna be awkward.
Choo-choo!
That could hurt me.
Oh!
What?
Oh!
And the bomb survived.
The bomb was all that was left.
His only living relative for at least 5 seconds.
Honestly, screw it. You guys already saw the rest of the fight.
We'll say we'll hopefully. Okay, yeah. So it's still the same one. Let's say as long as the RNG is still there, and
I'll try not to make a habit of doing this for future fights. I promise.
Yeah,
See,
just
I'd
run.
imagine that cut would cut you and not the logs.
so what happens now? You just like boned? Like no more logs show up?
I mean, as if more were about to
Wow.
come up anyway.
Can the log reproduce via budding?
We just gotta hope we can kill him before he does something bad. Uh-oh.
He's doing it again.
How were we gonna dodge it?
Well, here's the thing. It's not the fact that that's going to hurt us, it's the wave he's wanting to use.
Oh, okay.
It just pushes us. It's supposed to hurt us.
Barely, in fact.
How is the movement in 3D? Like, do you feel like you're like locked into a certain like? There you go. Do you feel like you're locked to a particular like?
Do you use the D-pad to move, or
I think it's D-pad or it's analog stick.
It's with the analog stick.
It's with the analog stick,
Oh, okay.
and don't worry, it's fully 3D. It's fully 3D functional.
And there we go. Thank goodness they were generous in the
Roughly.
timer. You done it.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll admit that wasn't the most savory way to finish things off, but we're done. We're more or less at the halfway point as far as like the regular levels are concerned.
Cool.
Yep.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you all next time as we tackle the last two areas of the
Campaign.
as we tackle Red Mountain and White Glacier.
As punishment, you gotta go back and get all those gold cards you missed.
and the 3 Master Emerald shards.
Master Emerald shards.
Right
I
now.
think you already cleaned up all of Blue Resort.
I think Blue Resort's all clean. Or, wait, no, I still got to do
Oh, right, the
speedrun
time
stuff.
trial.
Ah, shucks.
Again, I'll do that off screen. Don't worry about it. That being
Alrighty.
said, we'll see y'all next time for Red Mountain and White Glacier.
Bye bye.
Yep. Later.
Kaboom.